Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope wherever you are it stops snowing and you're enjoying the sunlight because it looks pretty damn glorious. Although as I was going to my car last night at I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock, and it was snowing, and I was thinking how much I miss summer and how happy I am for how amazing it is right now. So I hope you're out doing something awesome this weekend and taking advantage of that crazy nice day we're going to have tomorrow. I somehow don't work on a Saturday, so I'm definitely going to capitalize on forcing patio beers somewhere as soon as I can find an open place to drink beer. So that's going to be my day. I hope you guys are doing something really awesome as well. So just wanted to follow up with my juice cleanse, and like I said, not as hard as 45 days for sure, but still definitely really challenging, mostly because it's a lot of prep and it's a lot of commitment, and there's always things around that you want to eat or drink or do, and that was probably the hardest part. The other thing that was interesting for me, and something that was actually quite good for me, was that I'm the kind of person who has an affliction with perfection, and it's not a good thing, and I recognize it, and it's something I strive to work on and change. But I set my mind to do something, and then it's drained and it's grilled in there, and I have to do it if I say I'm going to do it. And so I said I was going to do a 7-day juice cleanse, and I'm usually pretty strict with myself about stuff like that. But then Sunday I was in Kitchener seeing the family, and I after a visit of visiting some friends and having quite an emotional weekend of lots of family stuff, I was like, you know what, fuck it, I want to go and have brunch, and I want to have Bailey's coffee, and then I want to have Caesars and patio beers because it was an amazing day. And so after 5 days I had some beers and some lunch and hung out with my family. And in the past, to somebody else I'd be like, all right, well, you did 5 days of a juice cleanse, good for you. But in the past, because of the kind of person I am, that would have been a little bit of, I would have been really hard on myself about it. And I would have pretty much dogged myself about the fact that, okay, you say you're going to do something, you only do 5 days, that's pretty shitty of you. But this time I looked at it way more lovingly towards myself and saying, okay, you committed to doing something, you did 5 days of it, that's good for you. And then your balance there was that you spent time with your family, sitting on a patio, enjoying their company, drinking beers, and not being so rigid with yourself that you didn't have room for flexibility. So instead of downing on myself and beating myself up because I committed to 7 and I only did 5, I really embraced the fact that it was like, no, fuck it. I'm the one who controls my decisions, and 5 days is better than no days, and I still committed to doing something, but it's also about balance. So I kind of got a good lesson from myself from that, in terms of how important balance is, and how life is messy and life is tricky and life is all about falling out of balance sometimes, and that's exactly what I gave myself the room to do, was to fall out of balance and enjoy the time with my family. And I gotta tell you, sitting on a patio on Sunday afternoon in a t-shirt having a Caesar was better than sipping green juice and watching everybody else enjoy their Sunday fun day. So that was definitely a better way to go about balance. But what I wanted to just kind of go over today is the Holstein Manifesto, which as soon as I start saying it, this is going to be no news to anybody. But I went to a talk on chakras last night, and it was given by one of my really good friends, Justin Darling, and if you ever get the chance to hear him or visit his website, I highly recommend it, because he's just a profound individual with lots of great information about, healing your life and energy and vibration, and definitely something that I would give a listen to. So went to one of his talks yesterday, and we were talking about chakras and, just about living your holistic life and finding that balance and finding, you know, inspiring yourself and doing amazing things. And so this is something super, super simple. And this is on my fridge, so I see it every single day when I'm stuffing my face. But I thought it would be a good reminder to anybody who maybe hasn't heard it in a while. So the manifesto says, "This is your life. Do what you love and do it often. If you don't like something, change it. If you don't like your job, quit. If you don't have enough time, stop watching TV or Netflix or whatever affliction that you find wasting your time. If you're looking for the love of your life, stop. They're going to be waiting for you when you start doing the things that you love. Stop overanalyzing, because life is simple. All emotions are beautiful. When you eat, appreciate every last bite. Open your mind, arms, and your heart to new things and new people. We are all united in our differences. Ask the next person that you see what their passion is, and then share yours. Share your inspiring dream with them. Travel often and everywhere. Getting lost will help you find yourself. I definitely attest to that one. Some opportunities only come once, so make sure and seize them. Life is about the people that you meet and the things that you create with them, so start creating. Go out and start creating the life that you want. Life is so damn short. Live your dream and share your passion. Always, with everyone, and every single day. So that's the manifesto. And the reason that that was really inspiring to me is because I was having a conversation over a happy hour yesterday with one of my girlfriends, and we were talking about life and our jobs and the things that we wanted to do and what we kind of saw as a vision for our future. And it really kind of tied into everything that Justin was talking about in his talk about how, you know, we all have this one precious and glorious life, and we all have the ability to live it authentically for us, exactly the way that you want, in any direction that you see fit, anywhere. And so many of us spend our days in those 9-to-5 grind jobs, living in that shitty place of, I can't wait for Friday, can't wait for the weekend, and spending the majority of our life doing something that doesn't really bring us any happiness. It brings us a paycheck, but that's about it. And then you get to that point of your retirement where you're so happy not to be doing anything anymore because you've spent your entire life doing something that didn't bring you fulfillment. And then by the time you get to retirement, you don't have any passions. You don't have anything that you want to do because you've spent your whole damn life being focused on things that you didn't really care about, that you forgot to live it in the process. So what we were talking about yesterday was what we wanted to do and what we wanted to create and the businesses that we wanted to do and the things that we were passionate about and ways in which to turn those passions into something that could generate income or at least bring us the pleasure of doing the things that we love and giving us a creative outlet to explore possibility of whatever that is. So let this be the wake up for you today, that if there is that thing in your life that you want to pursue, if you hate your job and you go in every single day wondering, what the fuck am I doing here? Quit it. Go do something different. Be inspired to do something that brings passion to you, that makes you wake up every single day and sets your soul on fire. Because anything less than that is just a waste. You're wasting your life, you're wasting your talent, you're wasting every God-given ability that you have to do something incredible that only you are capable of doing. So go to bed at night thinking about that thing that lights a fire under your ass. Wake up in the morning and think about that thing. Meditate on it. Think about it first thing, about how you want to do that one thing today that's going to put you closer to your dream and is going to make that more of a reality for you. So do that one thing today. And every single day you're going to compound on that, because if every single day there's one thing that's driving you and inspiring you to change, that means that this time next year you're not going to be doing the same things. You're not going to be living the same life, because if you do the same things and you expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. So start doing different things. join that club, join that organization. There's so many free resources to learn new things that will give you the skills, that will, draw you closer to the types of people who maybe can help you out. And ask everybody, ask for help. Ask people who inspire you. Like, do you have a bucket list? If I asked right now, what are the things in your life that you want to do? What are your goals in your life? Do you have a list? Do you have a dream board? Do you have a vision board for the things that you want to create this year? You don't need to have resolutions or whatever bullshit version that New Year's kind of spawns on people to change, but like, do you have dreams? And if so, where are they written down? Where do you see them every single day that reminds you, oh yeah, fuck, I need to grind for this? Like, is it getting in shape? And what are you doing every single day? Is it waking up that 5 minutes earlier and going for that walk? Is it saying no to that second cookie and just having one? Like, what are the things that you're doing that are actually getting you closer to the reality of something different for you? Are you putting yourself out there and talking to different people that maybe can help you and maybe can give you guidance? And the reason that we all get in our way so much is because we're scared. And that's what it is. It's your mind telling you that you're not good enough and telling you that whatever it is that you want isn't gonna work. But anything that you try, despite whether you call it a failure or not, the only failure is not to try. So sitting on your ass and doing nothing and hoping that things change is a pretty good way to ensure that it's not going to change. So if you want to be doing something different, you have to make different choices. You have to meet different people. You have to put yourself out there and do something that's out of your comfort zone, that makes you uncomfortable, that makes you challenged and scared. And that scared, that adrenaline, that feeling of, fuck, I could fail at this. Well, that's what you need to be focusing on. That's what you need to do, because this is your life. You should be doing what you love. You should be doing it often. You should be so excited about your life. Because a lot of times if people say, I was listening to a speaker who's studied her career on shame. Her name is Brene Brown, and if you ever hear her work, she's also phenomenal. And I was listening to one of her talks the other day, and she does talk about how we're all motivated by fear, and so we don't make decisions because of that shame, and we're worried about what other people think, which is really just a reflection of how we feel about ourselves, and that's what we're worried that other people see in us. But really, getting out there, and when they say change is at the edge of your comfort zone, well, absolutely, all of the best things that you can create and you can do are just outside of your comfort zone. So it takes kind of taking that leap of faith and trusting in yourself, trusting in the universe, or whatever it is that you understand it, knowing that if you put it out there, even just to say it out loud, you're starting to get the ball rolling and saying that these are the things that you want. And you can start creating that just from having the intention of putting it out there. So write that shit down. Get a pen and paper and sit with yourself for a second and start really thinking about, what do you want? What do you want in your life? And start making a list. And then once you have that list, you'll start to generate the ideas that'll help you create the things that you want. Because deciding that you want things to be different but doing absolutely nothing to ensure that that's going to happen is a pretty damn good sure way to make sure nothing happens. But making changes, writing it down, at least having the intention that you want something to be different, is a really good way to get the ball rolling, to make sure that you can do different things. And you're so fucking incredible. Every single person has some amazing talent that they have uniquely and individually that the world needs. So don't go inside yourself and be scared and worried that whatever it is that you want to do, no matter what that idea is or no matter how that looks, is stupid, because you're here for a reason. And maybe you just need to sit and think about what that reason is and how you're going to inspire and change and do something amazing for this world, because every single one of us has some incredible talent that we're here to share with the world. I don't know what it is, but that's why you have to sit with yourself, and that's why you have to think about it. Maybe meditate on it. I mean, that is a really good way just to kind of sit and think, and at least give yourself the opportunity to just kind of decide maybe what you want, and then maybe you can just figure out what the fuck it is that you don't want and take that risk and put yourself out there and start making changes for your life, because you have the power to have the most extraordinary life and live it any way that you want, whether it means picking up all your shit and moving to the middle of nowhere to pursue your dreams, open up a cafe, or open up a horse ranch, or whatever it is that kind of lights a fire for you. You can do it, but you just have to get over yourself and start believing in the fact that you can create anything that you want and love your life in whatever way that you want, and create miracles, create anything that you desire. And so manifesto for the day is live your life on your terms and do it unapologetically, and do it right now. You're not getting any younger. You're never going to get this time back. This is the perfect time to start. So start today. Start right now. Find something that you love. Pick up a book. Think about something different. Talk to some people, and just put it out to the universe. And really good things are going to start happening for you as soon as you do that. So that's my thing for you for today. So I hope you have an amazing weekend and start humming and hawing about how you're going to create something amazing for the rest of the world. So happy Friday. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you soon.